So that's my goal, and when I see something of interest, then I just want to share it with you, and I hope that it will help you as well. And that's the feedback I'm getting, and that's what I love. I love every day the quilts that are here. Every single one of them brings me joy. It doesn't matter what kind of quilt it is, brings me so much happiness, and some of them are more challenging than others. And I wanted to take a minute and show you some more fun things about Rhonda's quilt, which has some great aspects to it. And you might be seeing, I'm centering on it right now, you might be seeing what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about that fabulous mitered corner. And I do say that I feel like every quilt could use a mitered corner. It doesn't even matter if it was perfectly plain fabric, just plain light blue fabric. A mitered corner will lift your quilt so many levels. So do consider doing that. And what's wonderful is she has the miter coming clear from the inner border, the secondary border, the tertiary border, and the final border. And if you have it like this and you can accomplish it, you're going to stitch all four of the borders together, and miter them all at once. Sometimes that doesn't work. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes you think about it after the fact and you're just kind of moving along. I get it. But if you can miter them all as one piece, it's going to be a much more smooth transition. So do consider that. Do consider doing so every year here at the quilting studio when the weather is nice, which is in the winter time for us in Yuma, Arizona. I will teach a free clinic out on the patio about mitered corners and give you a lot of ideas and suggestions about it. So anytime you get, well, I'm just going to say anytime you have a quilt, I would suggest a mitered corner. It requires a little tiny bit more skill, but it's not difficult once you understand some principles. It does require more fabric, and it requires a little bit more time and expertise because it does require a little bit more fabric. Because if you think about it, you need to have enough fabric to span from the inner section of your miter clear out to past this outer section by a little bit more. You want to have like 2 inches more than that. So you do need to have a little bit more fabric than if you were just going to cut it straight off. This edge would end right here. And of course, this edge would be a little bit longer. But in the process, both of these would have to be the longer section. So it does require a little tiny bit more fabric, and it does require some more expertise. But I do want to encourage you to do mitered corners if at all possible. Take the time, do consider it, and pop it in. Now, something interesting is that this corner is not mitered. The other three are. And why is this one not? It's a totally different kind of a corner. She's made an interesting change in her corner over here, and so it's a totally different situation. So it's very fun. It's very fun. Now, I guess you could have